If I'd be standing with two guys and one, two girls also,
Yeah.
and I'm holding a plate of momos, once he goes and tells at home, she was feeding a guy momos. I said, I was holding a plate of momos. He's like, हाँ एक ही बात है. And so he was like, I hated him. I hated him. And I used to say, no. And I said, I think you should try. I think you underestimate yourself because I was always very tomboyish,
Yeah.
I still am. Like, he says, तभी तो आप single बैठे हो. Like, there are times.
I will be very happy that she's committed. Like when she'll have a free day, it won't be me who's targeted. It'll be that poor fellow.
With friends, if we're all chilling and I've gone back from Bombay to Hyderabad, I have some 10 friends that all come home and my brother, he says, he's like, कभी-कभी मुझे उसको देख लगता है, बेचारी, यही है दुनिया. हम ना
सारे शादीशुदा बीच में ही है.
So brothers and sisters are like Tom and Jerry. They tease each other, they irritate each other, they knock each other down, but they can't live without each other. Today we have a brother and a sister, two very famous people with me and two very fit people with me. Clearly I am not. Joining us for a conversation on No More Secrets Season 2. Welcome Rakul and
Thank
welcome
you.
Aman.
Hi.
I'm so happy that you've done this.
because I remember you sent me the first link also and let me
Yes.
know whenever your brother's
Yeah,
in town.
yeah.
So I told him next time, whenever you're in town, keep some time for this and we
Yeah.
gotta do this.
What is the age difference between the two of you,
2.5 years to be precise.
So who's the bossier one? Like who?
You don't have to finish your
I
question.
am not the bossier one. I am just the more disciplined one.
She's a mother.
If-
Already. She has one child who's 2.5 years younger to her, that's me.
I am just the more disciplined one and the more responsible one, I guess. And that's where he thinks that I'm the mother. But then someone has to be, right? I mean, if both are like absolutely reckless, then imagine the
I am not
condition.
reckless. I
Imagine
just
the
enjoy everything.
parents' fate, yeah. Then one has to handle. There has to be an equilibrium balance, right? Somewhere.
So clearly you are the parents' favorite.
No chance.
Both are equals. That way, my parents are very
Very
Really?
yeah. They're very.
Both are favorites.
Yeah.
So you guys have never fought? Like, do you guys still fight?
Yeah.
How much did you guys fight when you guys were
we
kids?
used to fight. He used
Every
to,
day about 2 times a day.
We
2
have
to 3
videos,
times
so
a day.
we've got videos. So when we were kids, my dad was on the border. So
Yeah.
my mom's favorite pastime used to be keep video recording us. Like even
Yeah.
if we are talking on the phone to him or whatever. So we've got some endless videos.
Yeah.
In videos there are crying ones also fight. We are fighting and she's recording, like chilling and recording. कि ये तो रोज का काम है. They're going to keep fighting, and we see those right now. We pull each other's hair. He used to also have long hair, na? He was not a cutsword at that point, and pull each other's hair, and I would slap him.
Yeah, and start crying, saying that I hit her or something like that.
Because he was so solid, it used to hurt me.
Then why the hell are you slapping me?
So we used to really fight, and it just so happened. I think we became closer when I moved out of my house.
Yeah.
When post my college, when I moved to Bombay, which was about 8-9 years
Yeah.
back, is when he called me after 2 months. When are you coming back? And I said, I have shifted. I am not coming back. I'll come home
Yeah.
1-2 days. So that's when I think we really started missing each other.
But do you guys still fight? Like,
Yeah.
what are the fights
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, we still
Right?
fight.
Like, I want to get up, eat aram se, get up at 8 o'clock, eat my proper Punjabi breakfast, have paratha, have something. This one. So whenever she's at home, she'll start knocking my door at 6 o'clock in the morning. And
That's torture.
I've started putting earplugs in my ears because I don't want to disturb my sleep. I watch 2 movies or a show at night and then sleep, and I get up early. I don't get up at 12.
Okay, tell me.
10.
You tell me. I am barely at home. Okay, when
That
I
doesn't mean I change my schedule because she wants me to get up at 6 o'clock.
Can I complete?
But
Can I
it's-
complete?
that's
okay.
right.
What do you mean that's right?
That's-
Whose side are you on? Let me listen
No
to me
sides here. What is logical? Do I bother you? Okay.
first. Let me speak, guys. I am saying I go after a month. I think
Yeah.
this entire year I've stayed in Hyderabad for only a month on the whole, like 5 days, 2 days, 3 days. I've been out and traveling. And when I go for that one day, and if I'm not shooting on that day, then I'm like, okay, bro, today we're going to chill, right? So I don't wake him up at 6, he's exaggerating, but I will
5:30.
wake him up at say 8, saying, chalo, let's go work out and let's finish that, and then we'll go for breakfast, and then we'll watch a movie. So his problem is, he's like,
My consent is not taken. Everything
he's
is
like,
planned without
अगर आपकी
asking
2
me.
दिन से ऊपर छुट्टी हो ना तो मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम है. अभी ये करेंगे, फिर ये करेंगे, फिर he's like, you make a timetable for a free day. I don't want to wake up for breakfast. I will eat breakfast when I wake up. So those are the fights that we have. I'm like, fine, I also don't want to eat with you, you know.
But it's because you are more planned and organized and you
I
In
like
also
life-
planned and organized. Her planning is to keep everything after
Back to back.
and I like to space things out.
Achha.
And do one thing at a time.
I
So
do
it's
one thing at
majorly
a time,
spaced.
Take a half an hour break. One thing. This one will be running from here to there, tiring herself, her body hurting herself.
But who was better at studies? Compared to her?
Oh yeah, all the teachers used to compare me. We went to the same school. We had the same set of teachers. So it was a task because I was that person who used to be outside principal's office every day.
Yeah.
Or vice principal's
So
office.
dad would be
And
called
dad
for
would
my
be coming.
academic excellence and his notorious behavior every
At the
week.
same time.
Every week.
Every week. Now, it's not my fault, like my
Yeah.
shoe size was not available and I used to wear civil shoes, which were not allowed in school. So for that, every day morning, they used to call me into the vice principal's office, and once a week, my dad used to come.
Yeah.
And all the teachers used to complain, look at your sister, look at your sister. She's getting 100 out of 100, you're barely passing. Maths was a fail. She did maths honors. I got 4 out of 100 in my math. 4 out of 100 after taking 4 supplementary sheets.
What? Did you never help him with studies?
Oh, she tried.
It's what do you do, right? After a point. No, it's he wouldn't listen.
I took 4 supplementary sheets, dude. I discovered my talent was history and political science way later.
You were a good student, like you did maths honors and stuff. So when you decided to change the profession and completely get into acting, was he the first one you broke the news to, or did you break it to
No,
your
my
family?
parents broke it to me before I broke it to them.
Huh?
My parents used to my mom used to keep telling me, I think you should try. And I used to say, no. And I said, I think you should try. I think you underestimate yourself, because I was always very tomboyish, you know.
Yeah.
I still am. Like, you know, he says, Tabhi to aap single baithe ho. Like, you know, there are
No,
times.
I will be very happy that she's committed. Like when she'll have a free day, it won't be me who's targeted. It'll be that poor fellow.
Can you imagine? This is what he tells one day with friends. We're all chilling, and I've gone back from Bombay to Hyderabad. And with some 10 friends, they all come home. And my brother, he says, he's like, कभी कभी मुझे उसको देख लेता है, बेचारी, यही है दुनिया. I'm like,
सारे शादीशुदा बीच में ही है.
I'm also the youngest, you idiot. You'll have to censor this.
What is it that you have not done?
Nothing.
You know, from our first standard, I don't even. What? What did he say? What did he say?
I didn't say shit. Why are you laughing?
You know you're on TV, right?
Yeah, not on
You're
TV.
not chilling and
No,
talking to a Nayan.
you will actually get to see it now when it comes out. What
Yeah.
you said.
Before, I think I should get to see it with him.
So basically, I have heard that you are very naughty.
Yes.
And apparently.
Have you not seen it right now?
No, but this is fun. This is not naughty. This is fun. But did you get lost somewhere?
I didn't get
Oh yes. I told you about
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So
I didn't get
we've.
lost.
Let me
I
say.
chose to get lost from their company.
There you go. So we've gone to Switzerland, and this is my second shoot in Telugu. So it's not like I'm some, you know, like
Yeah.
big star, and
you know everything.
and I know everything, and I'm
I was a
also
baby.
new. And we were in Zurich, and our flight was at night, but that flight got cancelled because of some technical snag, and our visas were expiring
Yeah.
that day. So the airline put us up in the airport hotel saying, please do not step out. So it's not another normal, ordinary situation. It's like, do not step out. Your visas are
complicated
not.
situation,
Yeah,
but-
your visas are not valid. My brother decides to go to the casino, and he's a kid, okay, who's gone. He's like, I'm going to go to the casino, and this is what, almost 5 years back. And I said, okay, come back, because he had gone with one of the team members. Now I didn't know he has visa or not, but I was like, chalo, there's somebody to take
Yeah.
care. And at 4:30 in the morning, the airline staff had to come, and my brother's not there. The entire team is downstairs in this hotel at the airport. I am panicking. Do I leave him? Do I go?
She was ready to call the cops.
I was
and
gonna
I don't
call
think so.
the
I told
cops.
her also I'm going. I just went.
No, I knew you were out, but I didn't know that you have not returned. So, because we had separate rooms.
Yeah.
So, I am panicking, running up and down. The airline staff is standing. It's an international flight. His visa is not valid.
My
He doesn't have a
passport was
phone.
in the hotel room.
His
Yeah.
passport's in the hotel room. Like, it was a panic situation, not a normal situation where he's in India and he's gotten lost. I would
But
say
you
get
are
lost.
completely chill about
I was chill. I was partying with her.
He walks in like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? So I don't even
The
want to.
whole team, the whole
Every-
shooting unit was waiting over there with some other people from the airlines, and she just started
it. Screaming.
Of course.
screaming on top of her voice. And I was like, what's happening?
But you
And I
were
was like, okay,
apologetic.
I was apologetic, obviously. I didn't realize like you guys have been down and
Yeah.
waiting. And it was not my fault. The guy I went with, he was taking time and he was like, okay, one more, last round, because he was betting.
Yeah.
I was just, I was not legal
He
to
doesn't
bet
even-
also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not.
So I was like, okay, fine, play. And then
But whatever.
the
But after
DOP
that,
took,
my brother was like this in the entire flight. You want to drink water? No. You want to eat food? No. He was like this in the entire flight. Not like he just passed out. He's like, I have done. But he understood his mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And have you been the filmier of the two?
Oh yeah, I've been the
Yeah.
filmiest.
Filmiest.
he watches more films
I
than I do.
watch more films. I'm like that person who will go first show for my favorite star, and there are also single screens, not
Yeah.
the multiplex theaters.
Yeah, you know, the difference is that people tend to overlook the fact that nepotism is everywhere.
Yeah, it is
Tomorrow,
everywhere.
tomorrow, if somebody in my family wants to become a journalist, by animal instinct, I am going
That's
to be.
exactly what I've said in so many interviews, that if I had to join the army
Yeah.
or I had to do something which my dad knows about, he would have given me his advice.
Exactly.
And it's too bad if some big producer is not related to me, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we've also seen that it's
Everyone
only
has to prove
talent.
themselves.
Yeah,
it's only
You've
talent.
seen Stark, everything.
Yeah.
It's in front of you. If they've proved, they're there. No one
Absolutely.
is there without proving.
Yeah, it might take longer, and it definitely does take longer. They will not have to make those calls, and we'll have to make those 10 calls initially, and keep messaging and keep hounding till that one reply comes. But at the end, at some point, if you just have to keep believing in yourself, and I feel that it's only the talent, and even nepotism. I mean, it's okay. People, if they're talented, they will work for too long. I mean, today, if people say Alia had it easy, I would not say so. I would say that Alia is amazing. I think she's
Yeah.
the best actor we have today, and she's proven it.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, you have an Anushka Sharma who's not a filmy girl,
Yeah.
who's also fantastic.
Yeah. Ever were inclined to join the army?
Oh no,
No.
never, because army life is very tough.
Yeah.
Only the families enjoy.
Yeah.
The guy who's serving,
The officer
the
is
officer
always...
who's serving, he is sitting on a border without talking to his family,
Yeah.
having whatever ration is available over there.
Yeah, people think army
bad
life is
weather.
great. Army life is only
not.
good for the army kids.
Army kids and
I think we had a great life just because we had exposure to great schools and sports and
sports.
facilities and it's a culture in its
Yeah.
own. It's a religion. Army is a religion by itself. So you have everything. I mean, otherwise golf you couldn't have afforded. Just because golf courses are there in every army cantonment
Yeah.
is how we learnt golf, or table tennis, or swimming, or there's just access to everything.
Yeah.
But all alone. It was my mother who used to take us
Yeah.
because my dad would be on the border half the time.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even see him there were times when we were really kids, first grade, fourth grade, and he was on the northeast border where there was a shootout sent out for him. So we didn't even get a call from him 3-4 days, and we didn't know
Yeah.
what has happened.
Yeah, I
you
was
know?
coming to that
Yeah,
only.
so there are so many times. So it's not an easy life,
And
and,
it's
I
also
think
that,
it's less celebrated.
the family, like you said, your mother has
She's had major
yeah.
issues with her body, health issues because of stress.
stress,
Yeah. Because I think the families live in a state of fear when
Always.
You just imagine right now there are phones. That time back then there were no phones,
Yeah.
cell phones, and your husband is away. You haven't spoken to him in weeks.
You
and
know
there
there is a war
insurgencies
happening.
Going
Yeah.
on. There are insurgencies going on, and you don't know what is happening. So the body
I remember this one time that we were in Aizawl, which is the Mizoram's
Aizawl,
capital.
Mizoram.
We stayed there for 3.5 years, and my dad was on the Manipur border, and he had left from there, and then we get a call that the car is missing, like can't track it. And my mother, it was 8 in the evening, and she made both of us sit down. We had a small gurdwara at our house and just start praying because we didn't know how to contact. We didn't know the car is not traceable. He was on a shootout, or like shoot at sight by the undergrounds. So because he had busted a few camps, the undergrounds had said shoot this officer on sight. So my mother and we all were panicking. So it's at 1 o'clock at night we got to know that he's safe and the car had met with an accident, and imagine it was hanging to a tree on the hill. So there are things like that happen.
Yeah.
So imagine the mother's plight. We are still kids at that point who wouldn't know what's happening. So it's not an easy life.
But on that note, we'll move on to our next segment.
Okay.
This has been so much fun, I can tell you. It's been one of my most fun conversations. And so it's time to spill all your secrets in the next segment. And he'll have a rolling time. It's called Heart to Heart. So we are back with Rakul and Aman for the next segment, which is called Heart to Heart, and we'll spill a lot more secrets about the two of you. But you guys will be doing the honors. So basically, the first segment was about your bonding and the family and everything. So now we'll talk about your relationships, love, and like he has clearly said that he wants you to be in a relationship. Why are you single?
I don't know.
Do you plan to remain single like
No,
this?
I'm not planning at all. There is
Then
just
what
no
is
option.
going wrong?
I don't know. I don't get hit upon. Ask him.
Really now?
Ask him.
She's too zen.
But listen, that is a.
That's a good thing, right? I'm not going to be one of those blabbering girlfriends. Why don't you call me? Why don't you do that? I'm like, do whatever you want to do. I guess my friends say, where do you have the time? But I feel if I meet someone, I'm someone who can really multitask, and I have the time. You got to, I think, prioritize and make time for things that you really want to make time for.
So clearly this is not on your priority.
It is on my priority.
Then why do you think this is not happening?
I don't know.
Knowing her so well.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no answer.
He tells me कि आप डरा देते हो लोगों को.
Yeah, I actually feel that.
Shut up.
That aura, everyone has an aura. A guy will be so scared coming and approaching this.
This what do you mean?
This.
What do you mean this?
This.
So, it's not this exactly. I mean,
Her.
The way
Thanks.
she carries herself and.
So you want me to be like, oh my God,
I'm
I
not
can't
saying
handle
like
my.
that. I'm
I don't
saying-
drink, so I'm not going to be drunk and I'm not going to fall on you. So you better have the guts to walk up to me yourself. Be a man, na.
What about you? Are you in a relationship or not?
He is.
She said it.
Thanks. Yeah.
So.
Oh, he's
many
going to be
years?
the happiest now.
For how many years?
Everybody knows. My parents also know. What is he shying away?
2.5.
Exact
Yeah,
बता रहा है
exact
कि
2.5.
आधा ऊपर नीचे हो गया तो
तो
बस
फोन आ
गया.
जाएगा शाम
बस हाँ, पिटाई पड़ेगी फिर. When you guys date anybody, of course you must have dated somebody someday in life.
It's been very long.
Like how long?
I only dated back in like school, college, end of school and college.
I didn't add. I made her school life miserable.
Yeah, he didn't
I
let
hate
me date.
myself for that one thing. I made her school life miserable. Like
He didn't
I
let me
think
date.
I blame myself. If I wouldn't have done that, she would be a different person right now altogether. She would know
How to date.
How to date.
Why? What did you do?
I was
He
like,
would
if
come
she's
home and
standing
tell-
with a boy also. I used to come home. I was like, Dad, Mom,
That's
how
why I
dare
hated
she
him.
standing with a guy.
He was such one of those dirty, bad brothers.
Dirty.
Like who would just, he
How
would,
irritating brother.
Okay, I'm going to say this. No, you were really bad and mean. So if I'm bunking my class, obviously I'm in high school. Everybody bunks in high school. So my best friend used to see my brother and he would come running. He's like, Rakul, tera bhai aa raha hai. And all my classmates used to go because he would go and tell everybody's parents that they were bunking. If
They
I
never
would be...
caught till now that
What
I
was he
doing
doing outside the class?
What was I doing outside?
He was also bunking.
But you never told your parents about it.
We never thought about it. Na? So,
What about it? Okay, let's. Take money from them, then ice cream, samosa.
He was such a jugadu. He'd like 10 rupees do sab log, 10 rupees, 10 rupees. Then he would like have his samosas and have pocket money for school. Once he sold off my phone. I could not find my phone. I had a small Nokia 1100, but he sold it off. Like, because he's like, you should not have I can't find it. I'm like, who's taken my phone? Where is it? He sold it for $500.
900.
Okay, $900.
But then you are responsible for this situation.
He used to come and tell my mom if I'd be standing
fault.
with two guys and 1-2 girls also,
Yeah.
and I'm holding a plate of momos. Once he goes and tells at home, she was feeding a guy momos. I said I was holding a plate of momos. He's like, हाँ एक ही बात है. And so he was like, I hated him. I hated him.
But tell me something, when you guys date anybody, how much does each other's opinion matter to you?
I didn't introduce my girlfriend for 6 months.
Yeah.
I was scared she'll scare her off. I swear.
And she gets along with me better than she gets along with Aman now, huh? By the way. I mean,
And
we
that is
meet.
what I started hating. This girl.
Bonding.
Yeah, our bonding, and I love her.
Never introduce your girlfriend to your sister because
My mother, my father, me are on her side always.
Has it ever happened that you have not liked anybody she dated?
I have
होना
not
तो
dated.
चाहिए कोई यार.
I have not
But
dated
in
only.
school and college he's talking
But
about
एक
ना?
दो ही तो
Yeah, वो
मतलब
school college अलग.
who cares
That
yeah.
is
Right now, ever since I started working, I've been single.
Ever since.
And yeah, and it's not like I'm saying, oh my god, I've been single and all that. I've not had the time.
Yeah. So what is it that completely puts you off in a man? We can at least find out then, who shouldn't be sending their
Completely
proposals.
puts me off is being. I think I need an intellect. That hustle in your head, that drive. What's your drive? You could be money bags, but that wouldn't be yours.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
do?
true, that's true.
What do you look forward to in a day?
A little bit of passion and ambition.
Passion in life about anything.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about acting. I mean, I'm okay with a guy who doesn't know ABC about films. But what is that in life that you are passionate about? What is your life about?
Yeah.
And you can't be boasting and you can't be and
Can't be lazy.
Can't be lazy. Can't be lazy. You could not work out, which is fine, but you cannot be waking up at 12 o'clock and sleeping at 4 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Just like little discipline in life is needed.
शादी की बात हो रही है घर पे मतलब
My
about
parents
both
are
of
very chill.
Not till 34.
Matlab, my parents are
not
very
till
chill.
34 he's saying.
So, my parents, they'll get
34
married. Why
is
do you have
like
to
how
get
many years
married?
from now? 7, 8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
Why does one have to get married? When you find the right companion, not because you have to
For
marry.
me, 9, bro.
Yeah.
9.
You don't have to marry because you have to prove it to somebody that you have to marry.
Yeah.
I believe in the institute of marriage completely.
Yeah.
But when I find that companion, and my parents are very chill.
But there are no timelines that you've been put on anything.
No, I've
which
just
is a great
started
thing.
here. Yeah, I just started working in a new space all over again. And having said that, if I find the right person tomorrow, I might just get married tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think your work and profession have got anything to do together. You just got to
Yeah.
figure a way out.
On that note, we'll move on to the final segment.
Yes.
Which is like, a battle between the two of you, the siblings. We'll give you a really cool hamper, or only if you win it.
Okay.
Before that, I want to know who does the groceries at home?
Maid.
There's a
servant.
manager.
Mar gaye. So we are back with Rakul and Aman for the final segment, which is Battle Royale between the
Right.
two of you. It's called Guess the Price, like you know by now.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll show you basic utility items. Usually we show basic items, but for you we've changed it because you guys are so much into fitness and fit food.
Yeah,
and
but I
stuff.
can give you gyan on that. I don't know the rates of it.
So yeah, this is your test. This is your Agni Pariksha. So we'll take rates from both of you after I show a product, and whoever is closer will get the point.
Okay.
And at the end of the game, whoever gets more points wins the prize.
Okay.
Okay. So this is
Organic
black rice.
Black rice. 350 to 450.
250.
No, only one amount.
अरे एक बोलो ना यार.
Okay, 400.
400.
About say 250.
So it's 195. And he
I would
gets.
pay 400 also for organic.
No, only तो 500 भी ले ले कोई.
But you
मैं
get
ले
a point.
लेता हूँ. चेंज नहीं है यार देना 1000 रुपए. वो लेके आना घर का सामान. गाड़ी में तेल डालना 10,000 देना है.
No, that much I know. Okay.
Okay, the next one.
Body
Hand
shop.
cream.
Hand cream.
कहाँ की है?
250.
About
300.
115, 120 rupees.
100 and
20 rupees.
120 rupees.
250.
It's actually very costly. It's 399 rupees.
So I'm close.
So you get it.
ये Roshan
So
है
1 all. This is coconut flour.
I know
ये
this.
तो पक्का
I
पता
know
है।
And
this.
this is 200 gram. huh?
हाँ, सामने rate भी
Coconut
लिखा हुआ है
flour.
मेरे भाई।
नहीं नहीं लिखा हुआ है.
नहीं.
I'll tell you. Coconut flour. This must be for easy 300-400 bucks. 400 bucks.
400.
300, हाँ.
200 grams.
His ID about 300.
300. So it's basically 210. It's 200 gram. So it's 210. This is a healthy alternative to bake
Yeah,
your
I just
cake
baked the cake.
or cookies,
And I
which is what I'm doing right now.
I baked the coconut flour cake.
And still you didn't know.
नहीं
मतलब खरीदा थोड़ी मैंने था.
खरीदा भी आपने ही था.
Yeah, I gave a list to the manager. Yeah.
But so 2-1.
This is
This is a liter.
yeah. So this will be about 100. 70, 80.
एक 100 बोल दिया ना.
75.
अच्छा,
ये क्या?
75.
50 rupees.
This is 250 rupees.
See, we don't know yeah rates. What is this?
What is
This is
it?
hair shiner.
No chance I would know.
I'll still try. This will be about 150 rupees.
Okay. It's a big brand, huh, but
पहले बताओ ना कौन
399.
399 she said.
Or maybe हाँ.
299.
It's actually 550, so you get it.
No. I use this.
I don't know.
Rose water,
I don't know.
50 ml.
30 rupees.
45.
This is 28 rupees. So yeah, he's very close. So this is 3 all. And the decider.
Damn.
Decider has to be this because this has always been the decider and everybody goes wrong. So let's see.
25, 30 rupees.
Anyone.
30.
Okay.
Hot seat. This is 25 rupees.
This is actually 20 rupees. And he wins it. Rakul.
Like I'll pay 100 also for it.
So clearly you have lost.
Yes.
But just by a whisker. And
But I know
Aman
what I
has
can
won.
eat in that.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
share
right.
it. And thank you for doing
Thank
it. I'll keep
you.
meeting you now that
Yes.
your film is coming.
Yes, Naim. Thank
Lots
you
of
so much.
love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, this is Rakul.
Hi, this is Aman.
And if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to
Pink Villa.